What's up, everybody? Welcome back to From the Crypt. I'm Derek, and today I'm talking about a French movie. So, a name butchering warning is now officially in effect, and I apologize in advance. But the film in question is Infested, released December 27th, 2023, and it is directed by Sebastian Vanek. Yeah, it's already starting, guys. I'm sorry. I watched this on Shudder. Recently, I just got a Shudder subscription that runs through my YouTube, and I will tell you guys, if you haven't done that, do it. It makes everything easier. It's so nice. Nothing wrong with Shudder's layout or anything like that. It's just I'm on YouTube all the time because I have a 4-year-old, and I watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube. So just already having it in one app, so awesome. Highly recommend it if you guys haven't done that. But I am talking spoilers for this movie, and let's hit them with a super quick plot synopsis. A man brings home a spider, and it escapes. So, who is in Infested? We have Theo Christine as Caleb, Jerome Neal as Matthias, Sophia Lesafre as Lila, and Lisa Nicaro as Manon. I don't remember that character. I'm trying to think of it. Oh, the sister. Duh. Okay. Brain fart. If you can name what show I just referenced right there, comment it down below, please. We're friends. We just don't know it yet. So, what's good about Infested? Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I had a traumatic experience with spiders it would have been the summer of 2016 when I was 18. I was doing day work for a company that I worked at, and I was cleaning under the awning of an entrance to a hotel, and I accidentally bumped into a spider's nest and was covered in spiders, and people that drove by said it was absolutely hilarious because I ripped my shirt off and I was just like whipping myself with it, like looked like I was just freaking the fuck out because I was. So ever since that moment, I have a hard time with spider movies. Even Arachnophobia, something I loved as a kid. After 2006, I look like I'm having a freaking seizure and stuff. I'm freaking out. So, of course, right out of the gate in this movie, they're hunting for these spiders. They're looking under rocks in the desert. And then they find this hole. It looked like it was at least this big, just webs. And I was like, no, don't you do it. Don't, no. And they're like, okay, let's get down in there. And I'm like, oh, God, I'm already swinging. I'm hugging myself. I don't do that in movies ever, but I'm hugging myself. And, yeah, spiders start freaking come just, man. Still kind of twitchy about it. But then I guess the next point, so I can stop freaking out for a second, the main group in this movie, led by Theo, and I'm Matthias. I like the chemistry between the core group in this movie was awesome. They were all great. As my wife said, which I'll mention her more later on, there is not one person in this core group that I was like, God, I can't wait until you freaking get it. Not one of them. They were all very likable, all very relatable characters, I would say. Very realistic. So that was awesome. Yeah, okay, we're getting right back into it. The spiders are fucking horrifying. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it on that one. They, oh, it's so beautiful. It's like, oh, God, no, it's not. That's a killing machine right there. Just stop. So, I don't understand why people have pet spiders. If anything, this movie teaches you, do not fucking do that. Don't. But I'm not into French music. We'll just say that, like French rap, French whatever. Gojira's French, right? I guess that would be about as far as it goes. If I'm wrong about that, comment it down below. I'm not going to look it up as I'm already talking. This had a pretty bumping soundtrack. I will say that much. I was like, okay, I can get down with this. It was new, not stuff I've heard 1,000 times or anything, so refreshing. And one of the this isn't necessarily related to the movie, like it or not anything that's going on in the movie. It actually got the stamp of approval from my wife, who is a very not loving horror woman. So that actually to me says something, because yeah, she just Fear Streets as far as she normally goes, but yeah, she thoroughly enjoyed this movie. But what is bad about Infested? The big ass spider at the end. What the fuck? Like, from my perspective, there is no way that could be the original spider he brought home. Because as far as I know, that spider got into a pair of shoes and then bit a dude's toe, arachnophobia style, and then the dog ate it. Like, so I don't understand why the spider did not attack him. That makes zero sense to me whatsoever. If somebody knows, once again, educate me down below. And then another thing that when my wife and I were talking about this a little while ago, the ending kind of wrapped things up pretty quick, because once the gates open, then it's like, oh, okay, all right, 218 apartments for rent, and then, you know, they blow it up and stuff. What ended up happening? Like, it was pretty rushed the last like few minutes. It could have took like another maybe 5 to 10 just to thoroughly iron everything out, and I think it would have really helped. But then lastly, oh man, the dog dies. You know, that's always a con. It's always a con. The one good thing though I will say is, you know it's coming and you know you can close your eyes. So I covered mine. I didn't want to see that shit. And my wife watched it and she said it didn't really show much, but you could see like where spiders bursted out of the dog and it was kind of blurry. So at least they kind of gave you a heads up about it. Still a shitty thing to do in my mind, but you know it's coming. You can look away and it shouldn't affect your viewing experience too much more, because the movie's just going constantly, so you don't have time to sit and just mourn the dog. So, rewatch by review time. Would I watch this again? Yes. Yes, I definitely would, and I will. Would I buy this? Yes. Assuming it's available to be bought, I would love to add this to my collection. It was a fucking awesome time, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. What score would I give this? I'm going to give this an 8.5. Great cast, great chemistry, good enough. Like, story didn't need to be mind-blowing or epic. They're trapped in an apartment building with these spiders that can literally grow to be the size of, huge ass spiders. Do I need to elaborate more on that? One thing I will add though, unfortunately, since this movie, according to Wikipedia, this movie was released, as I said, December 27th, 2023. I will not be including it in my top 10 horror movies of 2024. And we've had an amazing year in horror. It's seriously been one of the best years in horror. And it sucks because this movie would have definitely made the list for sure. I don't know how high it would have gotten. It would have been in there though. But I can't wait to make that video. It's going to be absolutely crazy with just such a great year that we've had. But anyways, guys, that will do it for Infested. Make sure to comment down below. Are you deathly terrified of spiders like I am? Okay, not deathly, but like, I was hugging myself. All right, we're going to just say that. Did you watch Infested? Did you like Infested? Let's talk about it down below. Also, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed yourself, and consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. And yeah, that'll just about do it. So until next time, guys, have a good one.